sir, twice, just let me get this out the gate. Picture perfect frame, snipping shots, I take aim. Baby girl, what's your name? Boss Jess, what's next? You gon' take this top deck. Positivity, the TVB, you ain't your liberty.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Miss Positivity, and I'm back with another video. Yes, baby, back. You guys already know what time it is. It is story time. Anyways, today's story time. It's not really, I don't know if I could call it a story time, but yeah. So anyways, not so long ago, I had a dream that was so wild to me. It really opened my eyes, and ever since then, like, God, the Holy Spirit has been kind of like pushing me towards sharing the dream, because honestly, I think to be able to have the experience to have a dream like that is truly a blessing, you know. And even in the Bible it says, so in Acts 2 verse 17, it says, in the last days I will pour my spirit on all my people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your young men will see visions, and your old men will dream dreams. Yes, I almost forgot it there. So when I had woken up, that was the scripture that basically came to mind after I had the dream. And as we all know, as children of God that we are, genuinely in the last days, guys, I look so weird. I didn't do my edges, I didn't do my makeup, nothing. But anyway, that's not the point. So that is why I decided to come here and share the dream that I had with you guys, just to keep you guys as children of God alert, and for you guys to always remember that even though we're still on earth and we're still like alive and everything, there is a greater mission, and there's something bigger than us that is currently happening. You know, there's been so many crazy things happening in the world, especially in the United States, in South Africa, like all over the world. There's crazy things happening, you know. So let me stop rambling, let me get into the dream, right? So basically, I dreamed that I was a couple years older, but I was not that old. And I was in a house, like a very beautiful house now. And this house, it kind of like looked like a house that I would want. Like, it looked like a house that I've always wanted to like own. That's how I knew I was a little bit older. And I was in the house, and me and my best friend were ready to like getting ready to go out. Not go out to like a party. I think, no, we were going to work. I was saying to her, I need to go to work. And then she was saying, okay, I'm going to leave your house. And then there was a third person, which, guys, I honestly cannot identify this person. But, you know, this person was basically a friend of mine in the dream, but I could not identify them. So anyways, that happens. So we're getting ready, we're talking. Then we hear like a sound, like a shake, like, you know, and we go outside. So basically I had like a sliding door, and it kind of reminded me of my old house, but the deco inside and the way it was not 100% the same. So we go outside now of the sliding door. This house resembles my old house so much. I don't know why, like, it was crazy, but it was just different, and it felt different, and it felt like it was mine. Like, it felt like I lived there. It felt like I owned it, you know. So anyways, we go outside, and then we see like the sky is just going red, like the white clouds and stayed white, and then the sky went blood red, and then they started to like mesh into each other. Like, it looked like the red sky was coming from this side, and then the clouds were coming from this side, and then they like meshed into each other, right? So that's happening. We're looking at the sky, and there's like thunder, and everything's getting dark. It's a little bit windy, and it's like quite scary. But me and my best friend, for some reason, we're not scared. We're just looking at the sky in awe, like wondering like what's going on. Is it time? Oh, no, my best friend was still in the house and I was outside. So I'm like, friend, come outside. And she's like, what is it happening? I'm like, dude, I think it's happening. So we thought at that time Rapture was happening. And then I'm like, I don't know, but like, let's just see what's going on. So we're looking up at the sky, me and my friend, like, we're in awe, like, what's about to happen? Is it time? Is rapture happening? Like, what's going on here? And then after that happens, we basically hear the voice of God. We don't see him, but we hear him. And he's saying that I've given my people warnings. I've given them many warnings to be alert and conscious of the fact that it's about time. It's time is coming and it's moving faster and faster. And he's saying, I'm going to continue to give my people warnings, and I'm only giving them three. I've already given them one, which was happening during the time of COVID, and we were seeing how much like secret societies and the government had affected us as people, and the whole COVID virus, the fact that it was genuinely created for a purpose. And the Bible does speak about that time. So he was saying, I've given my people one warning, and that warning also consists with saying, don't take the mark of the beast. And funny enough, after COVID and after what's this? There'd been so many teachings about what was happening in that time. I'm a follower of Pastor Chris, and he had spoken about it, and he had been telling people what was going to happen, and all of those things had happened. And he spoke about the mark of the beast. Now, when Pastor was talking about it, I was like, no way, bro. Like, no way, no way, no way. And it basically has been created, the chip that you put in your right wrist or on your forehead, and the Bible describes it exactly like that. And funny enough, when they've come out with it now in the US, and those are the places that you can put it, on your right wrist or on your forehead. And I'm just like, wow, that cannot be a coincidence. Like, that is not a coincidence. So anyways, he's saying, I've given my people one warning, right? And I'm going on to my second warning. It's going to be a lot of things that are happening. And he was saying, but the thing that is hurting me. So basically, we're looking at the sky, like there's like a cloud that has kind of opened, and it's kind of like opened the doors to heaven, and we can hear God speaking. Everybody can, the whole world can, because this is happening around the whole world, right? But we can't see his face, okay? And he's saying, the thing that's hurting me right now is that my people are still ignoring the signs. They still feel like nothing is actually going to happen. They still feel like all the things that are happening are just coincidental, and they're trying to find ways to make it seem like it isn't scriptural and it isn't biblical. People are turning away. People are doing such blasphemous things against me and basically following the path of the devil. And it's becoming more and more and more and more. And the Spirit of God was basically saying, like, I don't want my people to go to hell. I don't want my people to perish. I want everybody to come home. I want everybody to come home with me. And the thing that really got me about that dream was when God was saying, even though this is happening around the whole world, not everybody's listening. Even though the sky is red right now, not everybody can see it. Not everybody can see what you're seeing right now, even though it's being displayed across the whole world. And he was saying that so many people are so caught up in their own lives. They're so caught up in their work. They're so caught up in making money. They're so caught up in being on social media, trends, fashion, all of that, that they forget that there's a greater mission here, and there's something way more powerful than all of us that is happening, way more powerful than money, influence. Like, there's something, I wouldn't say scary, but it's big, it's deep, and it's not something you can get out of. Not even money can save you. And he's saying that it hurts him that even though this clear sign is happening, like the sky is freaking red, not everybody can see it, and not everybody's paying attention to what is happening right now. And for me, like, when I heard God say that in the dream, my heart was like really broken. I really felt it, because sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own lives, and we focus so much on ourselves and what we're doing and what's going on with us and all of that, that we tend to forget that really He's the reason that you're actually here. He's the reason that you're actually alive. Okay, sorry, I got interrupted because my mom was making a little bit of noise. She didn't know I was filming. So, anyways, where was I? Yes, I was saying that sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own world and we forget that He's the reason we're here, and He's the person that keeps on blessing us with all the opportunities and amazing experiences in life that we get. And I'll never forget something my mom always says to me, you know. She was saying, as much as you're having fun and you're having a good time and life is good, and you know, you're making money and you're doing this and you're going out and you're no. And she was saying, she always says, don't forget God. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget that you're a child of God, and that's who you are first before you are a friend, a daughter, a girlfriend, right? Sorry if you can hear that. It's the kids, so my mom is making tea. Anyways, don't forget who you are and what your actual purpose is in this life. And in anything that you do, make sure that it glorifies God and that you always keep Him in the center of everything, you know? So, anyways, back to the dream. And he was saying that it really saddened him that his people are not, some of his people are not even aware that they are forgetting him and that they are living in a worldly like manner. And honestly, I could resonate with that because I'm 100% not perfect. There's some things that I know I need to do better at and become better at and make more time, you know. And even last night before I went to bed, God was saying, you need to treat prayer like you treat a friend that you really love. You know, when you have a friend and she says, Chomi, let's go out, you are sacrificing time and you're sacrificing money even sometimes to hang out with that person, but you do it so like you do it because you just love them so much. And it's the same thing. It's the same type of relationship, you understand? So anyways, now after he had said that, and me and my friend were like, wow, like it really went in. And he was like, I need more of my people to be aware, and I need more of my people to hear, and I need more of my people to be woke and conscious of the time that we're living in and what is exactly going on. So from there, right, I literally, like, we didn't see him, but God moved away. Like, he went away. And an angel came out from that little portal that was made. And basically, this angel was sitting, like, on a cloud, reading the prayer of salvation to the world, right? Reading the prayer of salvation to the world. And he was saying, let those who hear me receive God right now. Those that weren't too busy, those that weren't too caught up in their own lives, those that were actually conscious of what's happening right now, those that were in spirit with God. So obviously the dream was to say those that were in the spirit with him would have known what was going on outside. If you weren't, you wouldn't have known, right? And the prayer, like the angel was there reading the prayer of salvation to the whole entire world. I'm talking South Africa, Asia, Jamaica, you name it. That was basically what the dream was, because it was in the sky, right? And then after he reads the prayer of salvation, literally the clouds close up and everything goes back to normal. Everything goes back to normal, and it's literally like it never happened. And so now I go in the house and I'm speaking to my friend. I'm like, oh my God, friend, that is so crazy. That is so wild. And there's like this person sitting in my bath, right, who's my friend, and I wasn't sure who it was. So I'm like, did you see that, friend? Like, did you see what just happened? Me and my best friend are asking her, and she's like, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, did you not just see God was outside? Like, he was talking from heaven. And she was like, what are you talking about? Like, I did not see that. None of that happened. Like, I was in the bath getting ready. Like, what's going on with you guys? Let's get ready. Why are you guys taking so long? And I was just like, wow, how did all of that happen? And this person was so oblivious to it. She was literally in the house with us, and she had no idea that all of that had just happened. Like, she was so oblivious to it, and all she was worried about was the fact that we were leaving, like we were going out, she's getting ready. Like, she had no idea. None of that was happening. And it really just solidified what he had said in that dream. It solidified that. It was literally like, let me give you an example, Chase. if you need an example. That's what it was. So, anyways, that is where the dream ended. And after that happened, it was not on the news. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it. It just happened to those that were basically in spirit with him. I knew what was happening at that time. So that was the part that was really, really like, it was amazing. It was breathtaking. That was a dream that I was honestly, I felt so like blessed to have experienced that, and just to know that what's this, I'm communicating with him, you know. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that dream and just let you guys know that really, as much as it feels like life is just moving normal and everything's okay, and even though there's bad things happening, like it's okay, it's just life, you guys need to stay woke, and you need to stay ready, and you need to stay armed. You need to stay in your armor and always conscious of what we're actually living through right now. We're definitely living through the end times, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen tomorrow, next week, in an hour. But the time is such a surprise. No man knows the time, date, second, hour when it's gonna happen, and that's how much it's just gonna catch everybody by surprise, you know. And no matter how much money you have, no matter how many followers you have, none of that is going to mean anything in the end, you know. So I just wanted to share that video with you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys on my next video.
I take aim, baby girl, what's your name? Boss Jess, what's next? You gonna take this top deck, positivity, the TVB. You and your liberty.